Alright y'all, today we're making a video and it's not going to be an NBA player build video today. It's going to be an actual insane 2K build that is going to be my second build that I actually use this year. My first build was a 99 driving dunk. I'm going to put it on the screen right now in the card in the top right. That build was my day one build. I've been using it since then. 99 overall, maxed out, got takeover accelerator, custom takeover, getting workout warrior today. All that stuff has been unlocked on that build, so I'm going to rebirth it into this new build, which is going to be a point guard build, which I'm going to show you guys exactly what it is today. I'm sorry for rambling in the beginning here. We're just going to get right into it. So we're doing right-handed. We're doing a point guard, 6'4", 209 pounds, and 6'6" wingspan. Now this build is built around cap breakers. So if you guys have cap breakers, this build is going to be insane for you. If you don't have cap breakers, it will be kind of weird for you to play with, but I'm going to show you guys exactly where I'm going to be using my cap breakers. First things first, I'm going to show you guys all the attributes. Boom, 99 overall. You guys can see all the attributes listed right here. So close shot, driving layup don't really matter. It's a point guard. If you're driving and laying the ball up, it's kind of sad. You shouldn't be trying to go for layups. Layups are good this year, but in my opinion, if you're going for layups, you have a really high chance of getting blocked, since a lot of the bigs are making bigs with massive block ratings now because interior defense doesn't really mean anything. So if they have a block rating, they're going to be able to block your layups. So I would recommend having your driving layup not super high on an actual comp build. I think it is a valuable attribute, but I'm still going to have it at 71 on this build. Now, 77 driving dunk is a bit low for a guard. It means you can't really finish anything, but this is a cap breaker attribute. I'm going to be using crazy amounts of cap breakers on this attribute 77 driving dunk to make sure that we make it insane and very good. So like I said, this build is kind of a cap breaker build. So looking at the build right now, it kind of doesn't look that good. Like a 6'4", 6'6" wingspan, point guard with only 77 driving dunk, only 86 ball handle and stuff like that, with really good defense actually, and then decent physicals. I'm just still going to go through everything that I have here. This mid-range shot links to the three-point shot, and I did want a 93 three-point shot to make sure we get gold of every single badge here, but it also has the ability to be cap breaker up to 96 three-point shot, which unlocks Hall of Fame of every single badge here. So this is something you can definitely use 3 cap breakers on. 81 free throw is very nice for a point guard. I do like having that. Pass accuracy 85 unlocks bailout, gives you gold versatile visionary, gold dimer, and then silver break starter. I don't really care about break starter on point guard. I'm not going to be throwing many outlet passes. Ball handle 86 unlocks a decent amount of attributes, as well as gets you the silver ankle assassin. I don't really like dribbling. I know obviously this year dribbling's really good. I see people like G-Man and Steezo dribbling all the time, but in me personally, I never spend time learning how to dribble, so I don't want a super high dribble rating because it would just be wasted on my build. 86 speed with balls here, of course, to get the gold lightning launch, which bumps up to Hall of Fame if you bump this up to 91. Unfortunately, on this build, you aren't able to cap breaker it to 91 since the max, I believe, is 89. So we are just going to keep this speed with ball at an 86. It's totally fine. You can use a max +2 on getting lightning launch up to legend, which I'm going to do. I'm going to be picking playmaking build specialization, which is the one I've been working on my small forward 99 driving dunk build. So I already do have one cap breaker unlocked. The only 2 things I still need to unlock on the playmaking build specialization is one cap breaker and the max +2, which I'm going to do grinding through this build, because if you didn't know, the build specialization does carry over between builds if you choose the same one. So it's going to be very helpful for me, and I will need to use those cap breakers wisely because they help a bunch on this build. Looking at the defense, interior defense ties to the perimeter, so if you take it down, or actually it ties to steal. So I do want to have a 92 steal. It may seem weird because it doesn't unlock anything for you, but 92 steal with this build, you use one cap breaker, it gets up to 94 Hall of Fame interceptor. I don't know how this build is actually made to do that, because the maximum steal you can possibly get is 97. If you use one cap breaker on the build, you get a +2 to your steal, and it goes up to a 94 steal, which gets you Hall of Fame interceptor, one of my favorite badges every year, and you're going to be getting nasty interceptor steals on this build. Block is also just not linked to anything, but there's nothing else I'd rather put it on here. Like, would I rather have offense, rebound, or block? Not a chance I'm taking offensive rebound. We're going to take block. And this build, if you do, I have seen some clips saying that block is actually more important if you're jumping at people for perimeter to contest. I would recommend, if that is the truth, you can use cap breakers on block. Like, this build has the most insane cap breaker potential of any build I've ever seen. It's absolutely absurd the amount of cap breakers you can get on this build. It's built for right now with me having my 7 or 8 cap breakers, and also for the future in like 4 months down the line when I have up to when I have 5 or 6 more cap breakers. So I am very excited to use this build. It's going to be absolutely insane. I'm not going to lie. The rebounding is just tied to perimeter defense, I believe. Or, yeah, it's tied to perimeter defense. So that is why the defense rebound is 52. The agility does mean I can actually move pretty quickly around the court. You're going to have gold, pick, dodge, draw, on ball menace, and slippery off ball. It's going to be very nice to have this 82 agility. I think agility is a very important attribute, especially when playing defense. So having this with 92 perimeter defense does help me out a lot. Strength is upgraded to 52 just because I believe you can use if you have enough cap breakers, you can use 5 cap breakers to get your strength up to 82. This build is cap breakered out of its mind. If you have enough cap breakers to use and you're watching this super late in the year, if you have like 20 cap breakers for whatever reason, this build is probably the best build in the game. I can't even lie to you. Now verticals at 70, I'm going to be using 3 cap breakers to get this up to an 80 vertical, which will unlock my, I'm just going to go here to the badges. If you look down here at posterizer, gold posterizer is 93 driving dunk and 80 vertical. I'm able to get both of those with only 8 cap breakers, which I'm going to do the first thing on my build. So obviously the build name isn't going to be super crazy because as we go forward here, it's kind of missing a lot of things. The number one comparison you get is Kirk Heinrich, Hersey Hawkins, and then Baron Davis. Two-way three-point shot hunter. It's a very basic build name this year, and obviously the only Hall of Fame badge you're going to get is off-ball pest. You do get gold limitless and gold challenger though, which are very, very nice. And I'm going to advance and show you guys. I'm going to actually upgrade this build live on camera. We're making it a rebirth. Make sure you make all your builds a rebirth if you're doing that. I'm going to make sure I upgrade this build live on camera. I do have a LeBron James face scan on right now because that's what I'm using on my small forward build, because this small forward build with 99 driving dunk, it is actually very, very, very fun to play with. I will make a video about the 99 driving dunk because I think it does need to be buffed. It's kind of a really worthless attribute at this point in the year. So as you guys can see here, we're at a 60 overall, 99 max. We have plenty of VC. If I'll just move this over here, we have plenty of VC in the top right. If I do show you my cap breakers, I do want to make sure you guys can see everything. So on the build, what I'm going to do first, the first things first I'm going to do is use 5 cap breakers on getting my driving dunk up to a 93, which will get you small contact dunks off 1 and 2. It will get you gold posterizer when you upgrade your vertical up to 80 using these 10 attributes, or those 3 cap breakers to get you 10 attributes. So you're going to get gold posterizer, all the small contact dunks, and all the pro contact dunks on this build. No elites are possible on this build, which is a bit unfortunate, but honestly, you don't really need elites on a point guard. So with driving, as you can see, it goes from 82, 86, 89, 91, and then 93. So I will actually be upgrading the build. As you can see here, it also has the +2 to steal to get you the Hall of Fame interceptor. You also get 3 cap breakers to use on your 3-point shot, which is what I'm going to be targeting immediately after. Any new cap breakers I get after I finish upgrading the driving dunk and the vertical are going to go directly to 3-pointer because you'll get Hall of Fame shooting badges. And then after that, you can really just throw them on agility if you want. You can throw one on agility. You can throw it on strength if you want. You can throw it on steal. There's so many different good avenues you can go. You can even, if you have so many left laying around, you can even go with driving layup and upgrade it up to 80+. So this build's looking really nice. You can also just use 2 cap breakers on getting your block up if block actually does matter that much, and you can get jump contests using that. But I wouldn't recommend doing that right away. What I would recommend using right away is driving dunk cap breakers, vertical cap breakers, getting the 3-point upgraded, and then from there I would do the steal, and then after steal I would go to strength, so I can get a strong handle as well as a movable enforcer, which are both going to be super important on this build. But as I said, I am going to upgrade this build right now. Fully upgraded. It's been a long time. You guys probably won't believe it, but this build has literally, I've been working on this build for 2 weeks. It is a genuine incredible build that I've been working on for so long, and we're actually going to see exactly how much it takes to get this build up to, or exactly how much VC it takes to get this build up to a 99 overall. It's probably going to be around 400k. That's what I'm expecting, which is insane because that's literally $100. But I mean, there's not really anything more I could change on this build to make it any better. So it actually does seem like it might be a bit cheaper. Physicals will physicals cost 100k? That is the question. Okay, it looks like they actually will. They're pretty expensive. Okay, actually, wait a minute. This build is not nearly as expensive as I suspected. Only 374,000 VC, which is insane that I'm saying only after that. But that is how much it will take us to get upgraded all the way to a 99 overall, which will leave me, I think, enough VC for another build after this. So I'm going to be grinding through this build, and I will have enough VC to upgrade another build to 99 overall. We're going to purchase everything right here. So the purchase is successful. We have 284,000 left after that. As I grind through this build and finish all the build specialization, which I'm actually going to choose my build specialization of playmaking right now. We're choosing playmaking. We are going to commit. We have 7 of 9 goals done. I am choosing playmaking right now, right here. So as you can see here, we only need the 1,500 assists as well as the 2,000 assists for the playmaking cap breaker and the badge max +2. So it's going to be very, very easy to use. I'm going to go here in the badge perks because I should have all my badges like maxed out basically. But yeah, that's basically all my badges that are maxed out. So what I'm going to do for the badge perks on the max +2, first thing I'm going to use, since I don't have it on my playmaking badges yet, I'm going to throw the legend lightning launch on. Got to make sure that's on the build. Tier 1 to get a +1, I'm going to actually use this on... I'll just use that on set shot specialist for now. And we don't really have many tier 2 badges on the build. This build is going to be insane at passing, and this is all that I'm going to be using when I'm going to be grinding through this build. What I am going to do here is apply my cap breakers. So 7 cap breakers available with 1 for build specialization. I'm going to spend the build specialization one first. So all you have to do is hit square to do that. I'm going to upgrade the vertical. So that vertical is upgraded. This cannot be undone. Make sure that it is vertical. I just don't want to make any mistakes here. So vertical is upgraded using that. And what we're going to do with the rest of them, all 6 of these are going to go straight into my driving dunk. Gets you a lot of new animations. 93 driving dunk is exactly what we want. I'm just going to go, instead of shot hunter, I'm going to go 2-way 3-point slasher because I don't like being the shot hunter because a lot of other people are the shot hunter. So I'm going to use 1 on getting this vertical up to 77. The reason for that is because I'm going to use my last build specialization cap breaker on getting the vertical up to an 80, which is going to be absolutely insane. So we're going to use that one on vertical. We got a bunch of new animations. And so I will just be fully grinding to get the last build specialization cap breaker for the rest of the day, and then probably this whole weekend to get up to this build specialization cap breaker here for 1500 assists. I'll also be working on the 2000 assists to get max +2. And after I use that, this lightning launch badge is actually going to be able to be increased even to something even better. So I could throw it on set shot specialist, shifty shooter. I could throw it on limitless if I want legend limitless. I could throw it on legend interceptor because this legend lightning launch will just be down here after that. So I'm going to go over animations and jump shots and stuff on this build later on in a different video, but that is going to be it for the build video. I'm showing you guys exactly what my plan is for this build, and it's going to be an absolutely absurd build. 93 driving dunk. Once I finish out with cap breakers, this will just take like the total of 11 cap breakers, I believe. It'll be a 93 driving dunk, 96 3-pointer. These will both be at 92. I will need 12 cap breakers to get this steal up as well. And then I'll have an 80 vertical with all these physicals and these passing badges as well. So this build is just going to be absolutely absurd. I don't think there's anything that could really be improved on this build. I worked for so long on creating it that I think that this build isn't really anything more than what I would actually want on a build. So thank you guys for watching. I did kind of ramble. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Signing off for now.